He's one of the most hated men in America. Chris Watts murdered his pregnant wife and two young girls, and now he's getting married again with a woman he met while he was behind bars. Justin Finch reports.
Chris Watts, the monster who annihilated his family 8 years ago in one of the most cold-blooded crimes of the century, may be getting married behind bars. Who would want to be the wife of the despised Chris Watts? Apparently, this woman does. Her name is Lizzy Henderson. She's 39 years old and is a realtor from Cleveland. Luke Kenton, a Daily Mail senior reporter, broke the story.
Relatives have told us that Lizzy and Chris are going through the motions of applying to get permission to be married behind bars. And to do that, they have to get permission from the warden and also meet a very strict kind of list of criteria first.
So this could take some time.
It could take some time.
Henderson is reportedly already using the name Lizzy Watts. Court records show a Lizzy Henderson applied for a confidential name change. Details of the case are sealed. Prison logs at the Dodge Correctional Facility in Wisconsin, where Watts is serving consecutive life sentences, show she visited Watts 23 times over 15 months. Each was a contact visit lasting up to 3 hours. The prison allows inmates to embrace and kiss their visitors at the start and end of their visits, but no excessive displays of affection are permitted. No conjugal visits allowed. The Daily Mail published these photos of Henderson, and look, she's already wearing a wedding ring. What do we know about how Lizzy and Chris even met?
So this is a bit of a mystery at the moment. We did speak directly to Lizzy, and she said to us, quote, how we met is between Chris and I and God.
The murders committed by 41-year-old Watts shocked America. He strangled his wife, Shannon, who was 15 weeks pregnant, and buried her in a shallow grave. He smothered his children, Bella and Cece, and dumped them in these oil tanks.
Let me tell y'all, when I ran across this story, and it is currently 6:16, Earth 616, in the morning, I didn't know what to make of this. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I'm like, who in their right mind would decide to do something like this? And then I saw the photo. I was like, oh, okay. And my jaw was just on the floor the whole time. I'm like, everybody knows the story. Well, I'm not going to say everybody. People of age who pay attention to the news know the story about Chris Watts and what he did specifically to his family, and how, you know, he was lying. He was like, oh, you know what? I don't know what happened, and this is all I have right here. It's like, this is crazy. And it was him the whole time. It was him the whole time. Like I said, we've seen stories like this time and time again. When it deals with these types of situations. And for this woman, I want to know that's the one thing that they really didn't get into. How did they meet? Like, what dating app? Was it like pen pals, prisoners meet, or prisoners single, Christian prisoners? Like, where specifically did they meet? Because that site needs to get shut down. That site, matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, let me keep that side up. Matter of fact, keep it up, because it's just going to further prove the point. It's going to further prove the point, because mind you, she would be one of the ones that would decide to get online, and no matter who it is that she would get online and start talking about black men in the United States, and she would be the one to parrot and say the exact same things that she's hearing from other women out there, where they state that black men don't love this and black men don't love that and black men don't love. And I'm like, this is wild. And like I said before, it's going to be stuff like this. And I told people this time and time again, it's going to be stuff like this that folks are going to use in order to establish a very finite point about the dangers, about the decision making of women directly out there, and how it is that they decide to move. Now, just think about this for 1 second. Knowing the story and everything that took place, knowing the fact that he is in prison at this moment in time, right? He's serving 2 consecutive life sentences. This woman decided that she wanted to, in her state, she already went for a name change, or was trying to, or attempt to, They have other photos of her wanting to, or not wanting to. She was already what looks to be wearing a wedding ring. This is the type of insanity that is out here, where you have women out here that want to get pregnant to murderers to create more murderers. And then you have women out here that want to tell guys, oh, y'all need to, stop getting all of these women out here pregnant. Y'all wouldn't have to deal with the things. Women need to stop lying down with killers and murderers. And this is what I've been saying for the longest time possible. But because I didn't really have a finite, pinpoint, type of thing to go directly to, people wanted to dismiss it. Now we got the perfect example. And this is going to be an example I'm going to bring up every single time, because so many times online I've heard women talking about like, oh, discernment and being able to choose and the femicide rate and this, that, and the third. And I'm choosing to love myself and I choose to bear. Yeah, I don't see none of that here. People talking about they educated. People talking about they got money. People talking about they don't need a man and all this other type of stuff. And, divine femininity. Yeah, I don't see none of that here. Like, wow. Somebody and just being crazy is not going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear that BS justification to let this slide that I always hear from women like, oh, it looked like she crazy. She probably crazy as well too. And she probably off her meds and she probably was undiagnosed. I'm not trying to hear none of that, because like I said before, every time something happens, everybody always has some type of reason why it's basically supposed to happen. There's always some type of excuse. And like I said, that's nerve-wracking to me. We're supposed to be, as I stated before, people in an equal society. Then you treat stupid as stupid does equally. But people don't want to do that. They only, tend to, look at it one way, and only when it deals with men. Or better yet, specifically when it deals with quote unquote Black American men. Like I said, I feel sorry for those kids. She's the type to still get pregnant multiple times, have a whole family, while the husband is directly in prison. That's some crazy work. And this is what I be talking about every single time. Didn't they say that she was like a realtor or something? Like she got like a nice job. Like I said, I'm not too shocked by that, because there's a lot of women out here that are quote unquote self-made and independent, and they can pay the bills and do this and do that. And they decide to fall in love, right? All of that discernment, all of that, I don't need a man and all this other type of stuff. They decide to fall in love with guys who are in prison for umpteen years for murder or this or that and all this other type of stuff. Wild work. But you got tons of single dudes directly up out here. But like I said, the normal guys ain't attractive. You gotta have a record, guys. You gotta have a record in order to succeed out here nowadays. You gotta have a murder case. You gotta serve two life sentences. But even with that comes with an asterisk, because you can't just have that. You're also missing the secret sauce, right? You gotta be a Caucasian male or somebody other in order for that to fly. So like I said, because there's black dudes locked up right now, for a lot of things, maybe even the same things. But like I said, that woman right there, she wouldn't have gone for any of those other dudes. She specifically sought after and went after that person. Like I said, 7 to 8 billion people on this planet. This is who she quote unquote decided. This is where her discernment told her to be. This is where God placed her for a reason. This is why I said up there, if you were to take a lot of these dudes who were like killers in like the 70s and 80s, and you would put them into like in today's time, they would have an endless line of women, because it would be that easy. This further proves the point on how easy it would be for them to just do what it is that they did in the past and do it right now in the present. It would be so easy. It would be so easy. Like their names would be in the Raptors from now until the end of time. Like the amount of women that they would sit up there and just like catch, and they would just be stupid. Because right now, all you really need is just a little bit of money and to just look like a standard issue white guy, and that's it. It's over. It is over. like I said, that's why it worked. But you can't tell nobody nothing, and you know, folks don't want to sit up there and listen. And yeah, like I said, I feel sorry for the kids. I'm not sure when those kids are going to happen. More than likely, they will. They're going to figure out a way for it to sit up there and happen. Feel sorry for actually, how can I feel sorry for kids that's coming from that bloodline? I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for the kids. This is the first time I'll sit up and say I take back what I said. Take back what I said. I'll still leave it in the video, but I take back what I said. I don't feel sorry for the kids. It'd be like that, you know. Like I said, that's going to be you know, their future. That's going to be their bloodline. It is inescapable. There is no changing that at all. It is in the DNA. It is in the fabric. And then whatever the mother is going to, all that mixture. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, I really don't know what to tell y'all. I just don't, because this is insane to me. This is insane. And I promise you, there are women out there writing up theories in a book and congratulating her on finding love and everything, and you know, and going for better pastures. There's women out there sitting up saying, yeah, anything's better than a black man. And I guess that's what y'all meant. I mean, you got it. You know what? You got it. I'm not here to prove you wrong. You 100%, you know, you 100% got it. May all of those folks out there find the murderers of their dreams. You know, shout out to the news stations who are going to have endless stories in the future. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.